Let's bring you a hockey story, but this is a different story. This is a story of remarkable grit and endurance, a marathon hockey game that's going on just outside of Calgary. 40 hockey players taking part. Take a look at this. They've been taking turns on the ice since Sunday, and they're going to play nonstop for nearly 11 days. They have a couple of very big goals. They want to raise $2 million for 3 different charities, and they want to break the Guinness World Record for the longest continuous hockey game. Interestingly enough, this same group set that record back in 2012 when they skated for 246 hours. That's a lot of slap shots, body checks, and breakaways. Alex Hallett is my guest this morning. He's one of the main organizers, and he's one of the players. Alex, we haven't met, so let me say hello to you, number one. Really nice to meet you through the screen. Good to talk to you, and I bet it's good to talk to me because you get a break now, don't you?
I love this. I'm glad you did this now. I've been on since 11:40 last night,
11
Mountain Time.
With no break.
So, I had about a half an hour nap, and then I'll get a nap tomorrow afternoon. So
okay.
I appreciate the break. Thank you for calling.
Oh, my goodness gracious. How are the legs?
My skates actually are just starting now not to fit in my skates. So no, we're not quite there, but probably in a couple of days, I'm going to put a plea out to the people to send us some larger skates here soon.
Okay. Listen, I mentioned you played 2012. You played 246 hours of straight hockey. Just for everybody getting a sense of this, that is the equivalent of 3 regular NHL seasons. They play 82 games, those teams. So you're playing 3 seasons in one, but that was 2012. What's your goal this time, Alex?
Our goal now, well, we upped our last game. We did about $1.5 to $1.6 million. We're doing this year to raise about, hopefully, $2 million. It's a lofty goal. It's a big goal, but you know what? There's some amazing people down here, and people are donating, so I'm hoping we hit it.
Well, I hope you will, too. And if you do, you hit that fundraising goal, it's all part of an idea that you had back in 2012. So we're going to show a picture here of your brother, you and your brother. And I want you to show me the picture. So there you are, you're in the white jersey, but there's your brother Mo in the red, facing toward us. Take me back to 2012, the first time you did this, and what was the idea then?
So back in 2012, my brother, 33 years old, quite athletic guy, ended up finding a 23 centimeter tumor on his chest. And he was going through some pretty heavy chemo at the time. At the same time, a good buddy of mine named Lyle Marshall. A lot of you remember his daughter, Diamond Marshall, quite some time. She's the one that met the princess. She was also battling cancer. And I couldn't fathom a child going through what my brother was going through, being a tough guy. So I called a good buddy of mine, Scott Logan. We went and met with Lyle Marshall. And so we want to do something to make it easier on the children. There's no reason why a child should have to suffer like an adult would. So we thought, let's do something fun. Let's do a hockey game. It's something near and dear to our hearts. It'll be easy. Well, lo and behold, here we are 2 hours later, or 2 years later, and a simple idea basically took wings, and we're generating some funds with it.
Isn't that a wonderful story? How is your brother? How can I ask?
Mo,
can I ask him? Yeah,
Mo's awesome now. He's doing great. It's been a couple of years, cancer-free. So, you know, I'm thankful. I'm thankful, I'm able to use my body, and I'm healthy enough to use my body to generate funds to help others beat this awful disease.
That's a wonderful, wonderful story. Okay, you're early in this. This is just day 3. So when does it start? We're looking live streaming, incidentally, as you take a break, the guys playing behind you. When does it start to get tough, Alex, in this marathon?
It's already started. In terms of the injury standpoint, we've had one guy break his hand. I cracked my ribs. We've had one guy take a puck in the face. One guy had to get stitches in his head. Lace bites starting to set in, sore bodies and whatnot.
Oh, man.
The physical thing is nothing. It's more the mental. A lot of us have young children. I got 3 little ones myself. That's when it gets tough. After about day 4, day 5, you really start to think of your kids, especially, over the next 10, 11 days. A lot of children from the children's hospital come to visit you. And as big and as tough as anyone thinks they are, you emotionally just break down. It pulls in your heartstrings when you see a child that's been in that hospital for months coming to visit you, and they're calling you their hero.
Wow.
That's completely wrong. They're our heroes.
Well, think of all the good you're doing for them. I was going to ask you when the time is really tough, what keeps you going? But maybe it's those kids and what you're doing for those kids that pulls you through when it does get tough.
You know what? Hands down, it's the kids. I'm playing with 39 other guys here. They're the big-hearted guys. And at the end of the day, we're doing this for the children. A lot of us have our own children. We'd like to see every child home with their parents at the end of the day, just like we have ours at home with us.
All right. So listen, I'm thinking of people watching us from the West, people in and around Calgary. Can they come down and watch you? Can they help out? What can people do in your community?
We encourage folks to come out and watch us. That's what keeps these guys going. People coming out and supporting us. Watching them play. Don't expect any good hockey by any means. We're starting to get a little slow right now.
They're used to the Flames, Alex. They're used to the Flames. Come on.
Yeah, it's a rebuilding year, just like here. We're in a rebuilding stage.
Okay, you're in a rebuilding.
We encourage folks, come to the bench. You know, it's free to come down. Come down to the bench, talk to these guys, help keep them awake for some of these guys. We're open 24 hours a day. When
do you sleep? That's a good question. When do you get to sleep?
I've had about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2.5 hours sleep since Sunday morning. I'm hoping to get a nap sometime later tonight, if not tomorrow.
Okay, well, good luck on that. You see, I'm trying to prolong our conversation so you get a little bit more of a break before you have to lace them up and head back out again, Alex. But I think we have to bring this to a conclusion for now.
Thank you so much for having us on.
What a treat. Thanks to the guys. And we'll keep checking in. We'll check in at the end and all being well as you go for your goal again this year.
Thank you so much.
Alex Hallett, they're right on the ice as the hockey marathon for kids continues.